Hello guys, today I'm interviewing Chris Wong. He is 0 wins, 3 defeats, and he is back out. Is it the 26th of November in
Yeah,
Bradford? Yeah?
I do believe so, yes.
Yes. Against Fizan Shahid, who is 1 win, 1 draw, 1 defeat. So a real good fight for you. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, well, the record seems to, add up to what I need, if you know what I mean. I'm coming off directly 2 losses because my first loss you're referring to would have been like in Malta, and that was years and years ago. It was actually, I don't know why it's in backtrack because it was an unlicensed fight, so
Oh,
it was. Yeah, but it was to do. See, that was a long time ago. This was whenever British boxing, like the different organisations were going about, and I think it was NBC or something like that. There, they were getting involved with the board and stuff. So it was all we went up in there, and it was a wee bit above my pay grade, but get the side of it, if you know what I mean. So
so really, you're 0 and 2.
well, I had a license for the British Irish and the British Irish Boxing Association, the BIBA you call it, and I had a fight with them, but the roster just wasn't big enough for me, if you know what I mean. So
Oh,
license with the British board.
okay. So what's been your hardest fight as a pro so far?
Hardest fight as a pro so far probably would have been Ryan Walker, I would have said, because I went a bit more of a distance with him, if you know what I mean. To date, he's probably been the hardest puncher that I've came across. The last fighter that the last fight that I had, Alfie, he was actually pretty skillful, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
there.
he hits hard, so he does, but he, he's a bit more of he's more of a thinking fighter than what Ram would be. Ram would be, it sort of says the nickname ran the line walker. Do you know what I mean? So you expect him to walk a wee bit more forward. Of these classy Cleggs, so you expect him to sort of says it in their name, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So you take out with a wee bit of it as well. You know what I mean, for a wee bit of evidence, because when you're in the lower levels, you don't get to see tons and tons of footage. Well, maybe they'll get to see maybe a fight or two, but you don't get to see a full career, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So because you don't get to see a full career, you sort of have to go on the things that you can go on, especially if you're the likes of me, coming across the water, if you know what I mean. Maybe it's the first time I've ever seen somebody, so you have to check somebody, square them up there and then,
When you were in the corner, were you upset that your corner pulled you out?
Anybody would be upset that it would have happened, but at the end of the day, that's not my decision. If you know what I mean, people are employed to do that. That's their job. My job is to listen to what they say because I've employed them. Do you know what I mean? At a certain degree, you have to trust goes into that there a certain degree. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't
Yeah.
trust your client, why are they there?
Yeah. So what gym do you train out of, and how long have you been training out of that gym for?
I would have been training out of this gym for about since I've been going with my British Board of Boxing, so say about 2020, I would say. I've only been training that gym. It's in Eastside, it's in East Belfast. My coach Alio, he's a pretty renowned coach, around Belfast and around England and stuff like that. There, he used to box as an amateur years ago out of Rapton, or not Rapton, Aston Villa. Sorry, I'm gonna get that right before I get scared of that. Or not Aston Villa? Is it Aston Villa or West Ham? It's the same colours. I don't follow football.
Aston Villa or West Ham, well, they're the same colour, mate.
No, but you know the boxing club from it. is it West Ham Boxing Club? I'm also I think it could be, or is it Aston Villa Boxing Club?
I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure.
Anyway, he was a well-renowned boxer back in his day, boxing in England, stuff like that there. So he was, and then he came over here. Do you know what I mean? He's a pretty successful boxer. He has two sons, Luke Wilton and Matthew Wilton. They were quite successful as boxers as well, and a good number of other boxers who came out of Northern Ireland as well.
Is your goal to fight in Belfast?
What do you mean, the big stage, like SSE or something, or?
No, just like in Belfast, or.
I've fought in Belfast before, like the undercard shows and stuff like that there, do you know what I mean? I didn't have an amateur career. I've only been boxing since I was about 21. So I'm 33 now, so, because I got in the game so late, I says to myself, I have to learn this game really hard right now and delve myself into the deep end. So I just took the hardest fights I could, on license. So I've travelled to Malta and, to England many times, Scotland, down south, up here as well,
So is your dream venue the SEN in Belfast?
SSE? No. See, to be honest, my dream is actually to go and fight in Asia at some point.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because obviously I'm half Chinese as well. Because I'm in the later weight classes as well. It is a big possibility that it happens, and that because I'm a citizen out in Hong Kong, so it gives me certain privileges that other fighters over here might not be able to have, if you know what I mean.
Oh, so your goal's to fight in Hong Kong, is it?
Hopefully, or do you know what I mean? But at the minute here, that's talking way down the line of the end of my career. Hopefully I can get that there somewhere. But
yeah,
at the minute, I'm just happy enough to get as many fights as I can. You know what I mean? Best match off as I can.
Did you always want to go like in the away corner, or originally did you want to be in the home corner?
No, to be honest, I like being the away fighter. To be honest, I was always used to coming in the people's back gardens and being the guy that always got booed, and it was just always something that I knew. Even as a kid, with you couldn't if you told me I could have done something that it made me want to do it more. If you know what I mean. So if I went to someone's back garden, you know what I mean, and someone says, "Oh, they're going to beat you," and blah blah blah, it just drags me more. It makes me want to just go stick it in you. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't do it brashly, if you know what I mean. But I like the matchup.
Yeah. Why? What got you into boxing in the first place?
Well, I come from a fighting family, and by a fighting family, what that usually means by coming in boxing terms is that your dad boxed, their grandma boxed, and blah blah blah. But my dad was actually a kung fu master. So he was. I was just. It's not. I've always been. It's not that I'm always interested in fighting. I don't like football. If someone's not getting hurt, if the goal is of the sport for somebody not to be physically injured, I'm not interested in it then. Like things like football or rugby or tennis or something doesn't really interest me that much. MMA, boxing, taekwondo,
So did you want to be a kung fu fighter then?
I just want to be a fighter. Just want to get my see, when I started fighting, my dream was to one day get paid to fight.
Oh, so your goal was just to be a fighter?
Mm-hmm. That was just my first realistic dream, was just get paid to fight. I had my dream wasn't like fame and glory and stuff like that. There, my dream was when someone turned around you and said, what do you do for a living? I'm a butcher. What do you do for a living? No, I'm a joiner. What do you do? And I want, when people got around to me, I wanted them to turn around and say, what do you do? I want to turn around and say, I'm a fighter. I fight for a living.
Yeah.
That was very special. That was a very special thing to me.
Yes, it is. So you're going. So you'll be going in the away corner trying to upset the crowd.
Yep, that's it. See, to be honest, see if you can't beat somebody in their own back garden in front of their own friends and family, did you really beat them?
Yeah, you want to beat them convincingly.
That's it. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, when you get to the big shows, I'm not a ticket seller anyway, but when you get to the bigger shows based on hopefully a better record than what I can produce right now, that means that, things get a lot more evening, you know what I mean? There's a lot more judging involved, there's a lot more officiating involved, you know what I mean?
So if you were a home fighter, would you struggle to sell tickets?
Probably would, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm not really bothered about that there, to be honest. I think I my fans come from watching me fight. A lot of fans from this country. It's a lot of friends and family. Good word about social media and stuff like that. There, I'm a wee bit of a troll as far as that there is concerned. You know what I mean? Like I don't like a started pot. You know what I mean? I'm a cat. That's just who I am.
yes. And who's your
To be honest, the bad guy makes more money at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah. Who's your boxing idol?
Personally, you have to look at it in certain ways. Like, so what age are you right now?
13.
Right, you're 13 right now. So who's the up and comer? Canelo. Canelo, you would probably, best boxer at the minute, right? See, as time goes on, you might not find a better, like someone that made you feel the way Canelo makes you feel when you're younger. It may not be Canelo, it may be someone else, maybe somebody you watch. Crawford, there you go. Do you know what I mean? You might look at Crawford and years come, generations after that and go, just haven't seen anybody that's as good as him. And everybody has that in that generation. My coach will go, my coaches will go back to, Rocky Marciano or something like that there, or stuff like that there. For me, my era was Floyd Mayweather. So that's you know what I mean? That's personally what I think about people who think the greats are. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to say.
What was your favourite Floyd Mayweather fight? Like, if I told you you could go and watch a Mayweather fight, what fight would you turn on the TV?
Arturo Gali. Like, whenever I see, I didn't start boxing straight away. I came from an MMA background for about a year or two, and then I came into boxing, so I did. And so I says to myself, right, who do I watch? Get the inspiration here. You wanna watch YouTube. You wanna get an inspiration from somebody.
If you liked MMA, are you a fan of McGregor?
No, I'm not.
You don't like McGregor?
I've heard certain stories about McGregor, about a certain WhatsApp group. I'll not get into it because it'll get very political, so it will. But let's just say that he's been in court about these certain things, and they're not unknown, so they're not. But we'll leave it there. So.
So what MMA fighter did you like in the past or current?
Personally, George St. Pierre. I think he was my personal favorite, player of all time. As you can see, probably see it at the back as well. Bruce Lee, he's a big inspiration as well in my life. Who else would I say? That there would be my three. Me and combative sports influencers would be, Bruce Lee, GSP, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, so they're like your fighting idols.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's cool. And my last, do you have any advice for someone who wants to be like a boxer when they're older?
Someone about your age?
Yeah, like if I wanted to be a pro boxer, do you have any advice for someone who wants to be a boxer?
Consistency. Consistency is what it's all about, because, and I don't mean just going to the gym every day, I mean keeping at the gym every year, every month, every year. Do you know what I mean? Because people that are really young, they do have a talent, they get into it and they're in it for about a month, a couple of months in a year. They get a couple of fights behind them and they do great. And then the next thing is they grow up. Next thing, the kid, the girls happen, school happens, other sports can happen, family influences can happen, stuff like that there, you know what I mean? It's boxing's about the grind, going, it's taking the sacrifices, do you know what I mean? Like, and still having the consistency to keep going there all the time, because that there's when the work is done. You know what I mean? Anybody goes to one boxing class, you know what I mean, beginner or anybody else, you don't learn anything in one boxing class.
Before I let you go, my last question is, who do you think would win with Alfie Clegg and Ryan Walker?
You asked me this question before, so you did. Now that I've researched it a bit more, so have ever since we had that conversation, I think it would be a lot closer than what I thought it would be. But saying that there, I think Ryan, did he come off a win recently as well though?
No, he lost his area fight.
I knew it was a big news show. Was I can't remember right. One lost. I think that there was another one of the deciding factors as well. How many rounds are we talking?
10.
10. It's just there's questions that just have to be answered. You know what I mean? Like, it's, can Ryan push the pace? Can Ryan push the pace quick? Can Ryan push pressure on Alfie to the point where Alfie has to be on his legs so much that he gets tired, or does Ryan get tired in doing that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's the only way.
Would you like to see it though in the future?
Well, I think see, to be honest, is Ryan not a wee tiny bit bigger than Alfie? Because Alfie's true weight is super flyweight, is he not?
Yeah, and but Alfie's really light on his feet, and if he just stays away from Walker, because he's a bit hard to hit, isn't he, Alfie?
But we're talking, Ryan coming down the weight, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Alfie might have a wee bit better of a chance here because Ryan will have to cut the weight, you know what I mean? Just that wee tiny. Well, I know it's not easier for weird men like us, but you know what I mean. I know it's only a couple of pounds or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But it's a couple of pounds. They have to go and be arsed to go and cut anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, so.
I think Alfie would win as well.
I think the advantage maybe lays with Alfie at the minute, just with the loss that Ryan's coming off of as well. Who Ryan lose to?
Jordan Perkis, and he's lost to Lee McGregor as well, and
Yeah. I was saying that Ryan Walker lost to Lee McGregor doing that, and Paul Butler, I think
he's been in there with the big names, but when he stepped up to that, he got he's been stopped.
I think that's when he took his break, wasn't it? He took a break for a while, then like a big break for a while.
And now he's around area level for the time being.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to say a massive thank you for your time, mate, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Not a problem at all. Thank you very much, mate, for getting in contact.
Thank you, Chris. Bye.
Bye-bye.